Alrighty. We'll keep it nice and chill for this one, and I can just do lots of editing, I don't mind. Thank you for being on the podcast here.
Hello.
Hello. First of all, I would like to compliment your fit.
Thank you.
You're only the second to come on the podcast, but you've made the most effort so far, so I'm sorry about that, Marley.
That's just a little bit rude.
But it's all it's matching everything.
Yes.
It's the eyeliner
It's the
as well,
eyes.
and the hair and the scrunchie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Even the scrunchie.
The purple and the pink, yeah.
Oh, and the
perfection
watch.
Right there. Oh my
The
gosh,
watch as
it does
well.
not stop.
Yes. Do you know where it does stop though with?
The socks.
The socks.
Oh, I forgot last interview I left my slippers on, so I might take them off for this one. I have cheap ass slippers because I have expensive socks and I don't want holes in my socks. So as long as I got something under my socks, I'm all good.
Fair
Anyway.
enough. Okay. Shoe clinic.
I've been repping all their stuff in a lot of the videos. Anyway, Dry Max socks. We'll move on.
Yes.
This is a music podcast, not a clothing and apparel podcast.
Yeah, you wouldn't know, would you?
No. But anyway, let's get into it, Tia. Tell us a little bit about the music that you create now. What kind of music is it?
Alrighty. Well, I create pop music, predominantly like dance pop, bubblegum pop, a little bit of teen pop in there, unfortunately.
Fortunately, I reckon.
Oh, if you say so. If you say so. Unintentional. No, but yeah, so I create pop music that fits my own like personality and my own persona that I've created for myself as an artist. Yeah, and then I've just gone from there. So it's just literally pop mixed with a lot of different types of colours.
Yeah, nice. Awesome.
Yeah.
And you write all the words yourself?
Oh, absolutely I do.
And the music.
Yes. So I write everything myself. So normally like something really big or dramatic has happened in my life and then I go, oh, and I save it in my head and then I go home and I go, all right, let me write a song about this real quick, and then I just bust it out. And then, yeah, that's why it's always so like low-key personal.
Yeah.
And then I take it to the producer, and then we go from there make it less personal.
Make it a bit more like palatable for the wider public. Fair enough.
Yes.
Fair enough. Tia,
Yes,
you hail from Hawke's Bay.
I do.
Where did you what kind of musical start did you have there? Was it a great place to grow up in terms of being a singer?
I would say somewhat yes, actually.
Yeah.
So I grew up as a performer.
Mm-hmm.
So I was a little dancer from 5 years old, just doing jazz, tap, not ballet, everything in between. But I was a competition dancer, so like, have you seen the show Dance Mums?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my mum and I.
Oh gosh.
No, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and you've met my mum, so like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strong, staunch woman.
Yes. Strong, staunch wahine. No, but so I grew up doing that, and then I would always sing the songs that we were dancing to. And then my mum's best friend was like, hey, you should put her in singing lessons so that she actually like sounds better. Because I didn't sound horrible, but
you
I
just
didn't
had the
sound
confidence. But that's being a kid, right? It's just like singing with your heart out, and then eventually, you're like, oh, some of it starts to sound good, right? Maybe I should work on that.
No, literally. Yeah. So yeah, I got put in singing lessons with a dude called Winston Pitt, who is amazing. He's been doing singing lessons all the way up until I was 18. So I started when I was like 5 years old, and all the way to 18 years old.
That's perfect.
So every Friday I would go to singing lessons. So that's why now when it comes to like singing big gigs or hearty-as songs, there's no like thought to it. It's just so natural for me to just sing.
That's perfect. I've always found that you're a lot better than the other singers that I work with because you've focused on your singing so much throughout your life. Like it's been your thing is like your voice.
Yeah.
Whereas a lot of other singers are like they're just musicians who have found that they can sing as well, and so
like
that's like another instrument that they work on. You know.
Yeah, definitely not the case for me because
you're a singer.
I'm definitely a singer, but I've got like guitar, keyboard, and all that sort of stuff like to back me up.
That helps you out.
That helps me like write the songs, for example, but it doesn't help me look good in terms of other people that actually can play instruments.
Yeah, I think though there is like a wee bit of a stigma around singers though, because a lot of them can't really play instruments and they don't have the knowledge, like the theory knowledge that comes from learning an instrument, and so people like assume that they don't know what they're doing or that they're just like musically dumb. But it's not always the case. Like sometimes it is, and I think those singers give a bad name for others, but it's not always the case. And people always go into sessions like with a bit of a kind of condescending mindset towards singers.
Hard out. Yeah. Like, I'm not going to lie though, being a singer is hard because you can't just like, say for example, because you're a bass, guitar, drums, all of the in between, you don't sing, right? So you could go to a gig, get sick, and still go to another gig. Whereas if I go to a gig, get sick, and have to do another gig, I'm sick and singing, which is like a hassle.
Like when people cancel concerts, I remember Justin Bieber got a cold. This is like when I was in high school, and so he cancelled the rest, like a few dates on his tour. Yeah, everyone's like, "Oh, like man up! Like what the hell? Like But it's your voice. Like if he sings a tour while he's sick, he might not be able to do the rest of his career. So it's like you have to protect that. Well, exactly. You have to protect that stuff. I should say. We're going to keep this PC. Let's try not to swear.
Yeah, exactly.
So going off that, people can sometimes have a condescending mindset towards singers walking into a studio. How have you found being a wahine in the music industry in New Zealand? Do other people sort of have that condescending mindset sometimes?
Yeah, actually. I've found a lot of the times walking into different studios in terms of practices and stuff like that, just with uni bands, I guess. A lot of the time I would be automatically given the microphone and being told, here you go, you're going to sing. Whereas like, yes, that's what I'm going to do, but I don't like how people just assume that's what I'm going to do. Because this is what happened in the past when I was like just establishing myself as an artist. I hadn't released anything. I hadn't done anything. So no one actually knew what I was capable of, I guess. So yeah, walking into studios and getting told like, oh, this is how you turn a mic on sort of thing. I was like, girl?
Yeah, I've been there, done that.
Yeah. Do you think I'm that dumb?
Yeah, that is quite offensive.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really used to take it quite personally. I used to get quite irritated by it, but now I just kind of look at it and go, oh wow, you clearly don't know your own shit if that's what you're going to do. Yeah. Well, if you don't know what you're on about, if you're going to do that.
Yeah, and it's that assumption that people have and that they just judge you based off of stuff that they don't know, or your appearance. Yeah. And your appearance being like quite a bubbly sort of I don't want to say young, but like
that's like literally that's what I was giving off to begin with.
Exactly. And so people assume that that's going to be your character.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm a pushover.
I remember I'm not going to name any names, but a synth player that we were going to audition, and I sent him some tracks, and he was like quite respectful to me. I was like, oh yeah, like this is the band I'm in, and he's like, oh yeah, this is cool and everything. And I was like, okay, so here's the singer that I'm working with. And then he messaged you and it was like, is this a demo? Like, here's all these ideas that I have.
Yeah, so I sent the mastered version of a track, keeping in mind the person that produced it, mixed it and everything, is a very much established producer in New Zealand, up there with top artists, producing top artists. And this person, no names, was like, oh, is this a demo? And I was like, oh, mate.
Yeah, and he was like, I reckon that we could work together in the future. I might be able to produce some stuff for you, assuming that you didn't really have anything going for yourself anyway. Yeah. And I was like, man, this is an audition. Yeah. We have asked you to come try out for our established act, and you've assumed that this wahine at the front is gonna just think that you know best because you think that she doesn't. It's ridiculous. But yeah, it's unfortunate that stuff sort of happens in the music business.
Fully, but it's really bad to say, but you get used to it and you just learn how to overcome it and deal with it in a different way. So I kind of
laugh it off, eh?
No, I kill him with kindness.
Yeah, true. Fully. Yeah.
Fully, you just do it in subtle ways. That's I mean, people could say it's manipulative, but like,
No.
get what you want out of it. So,
Yeah, absolutely.
well,
I mean, there's nothing wrong with kindness.
exactly.
You and your mum were like dance mums, and you would sing all the songs, and then you got some singing lessons.
Mm-hmm.
Did singing lessons until you're 18.
Mm-hmm.
What was singing in school like for you?
Well, in primary school, I just sung. I just did my singing lessons. There was not much else to it. Learnt to play keyboard. It was pretty much all there was to it while I was at that age. But I knew at that age as well, from it, like since I was 5 years old, I was like, I'm going to be a singer. That's happening. No one's going to stop me. And I went to like family reunions and stuff, my mid-eye and stuff, and people would be like, you can't do that. What are you going to actually do though? And I was like...
I remember that as well. I wanted to be a guitarist my whole life.
Yes.
You know, now I'm a bass player. I took my training strings off, getting a few more gigs on the bass. But anyway, and people would be like, well, but how do you actually think you're going to make money? And it got to the point where I was like in my 20s and I was going to go to university for music. And then people were like, how do you think you're going to make money with this in your life? And I'm thinking like, well, I've been playing music since I was literally 5 years old.
Yeah.
I don't have any other skills.
Yeah.
So how would I make money elsewhere?
Exactly.
And be happy?
Yes.
This is my only option because I've worked so hard
to
for
get
so
to that.
long to get like $100 gigs sometimes on a weekend, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But nah, so did that. Then I got to high school. High school was interesting for sure. At that point, I was starting to put music up on like YouTube and different things like that. I was starting to actually sing at school performances, and I was getting a name for myself as someone that wanted to sing. Then I started to post.
And then people started taking you a little more seriously?
No.
No?
Not at all. So at that point, while I was in high school, I was bullied for wanting to be a musician, which was absolutely lovely. Loved every second of that. But no, it taught me a lot of resilience for sure. Like, so I get to now.
A thick skin.
Oh, absolutely. And because I was a dance kid, like you get yelled at. And I used to do basketball reps, so I got yelled at even harder. So yeah, I'm used to getting yelled at my whole life by coaches and stuff. So as soon as it came to that, I was just like, okay, you can think that. That's okay. Yeah. And then get to uni and now look at me go.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sitting here with the Jasper West.
Yeah, but you get to uni and then you're surrounded with
so many
the
incredible
people that would believe in you, right? And they
to
try to believe in this. Well, if they don't believe in you, it's because they don't believe in themselves.
It's the jealousy side.
Exactly.
Though. Yeah.
They don't believe in themselves is why they don't believe in you.
Good point. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Otherwise, why would they be at uni? Like, we're all here together to try and make each other succeed, right?
Yeah.
And if you don't succeed well, then that means I won't succeed as well as I could, right?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And so if you're at uni just to try and be like, oh, I want to be better than everyone else, then no one's going to succeed.
And no one's going to take you seriously if that's the way you act. Because there is people that act like that, and it's kind of like, okay, cool. You can think that, but you're not going to get any work.
Do your own thing.
Yeah. No one's going to want to work with you.
Yeah.
And then no one does work with them, and then they drop out.
Precisely. But then there's all the other musicians that we have ended up working with.
Yes.
That do believe in you so much.
Yes.
And that's why it's so much better than high school.
Oh, 100%. Especially like nowadays, because obviously you're in my band.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you're in my band.
Yeah, it's your band.
It's my band. Yeah. So I've got you. I've got Simon, who's from Vic. We've got Tom, who's from not Vic or Massey. We've got
Tom, who's from the workforce. Weird thing.
Crazy. For people. And Trent, we have from Massey, because I grew up, I started uni with Trent back in first year. We were in the halls together. So that's how I developed my friendship with him. And then later on I got told, because I was asking around for a synth player. As we were talking earlier about looking for a synth player, I asked someone and they were like, why don't you hit up Trent? And I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was like he was right in front of us the whole time.
Yeah.
But we were just like,
we were like,
not like, yeah, we're
synth
like,
player?
Where's a synth player?
Is there anyone?
Are there?
Trent, move out of the way. Yeah. Is there a synth player here? And then he comes to one practice and we're like,
Oh,
yeah.
shit. Yeah. We tried like 2 or 3 before that, and then it was like, oh, yeah. Yeah. Whoops.
Yeah. Fully. Whoops. Whoopsie daisies.
But now we're well on a roll. Got some gigs coming up.
Absolutely.
So I'm freaking looking forward to that.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're exciting.
The viewers on this channel, however, have not heard you sing yet. This is actually the first video that you're doing for the channel, and it's an interview.
Yes.
Yes, but you will be singing on the channel soon. So
I will
what are you
be.
going to show us? What's coming up?
Oh, well, I will be playing some of my own music.
Your originals.
What songs are we doing for that?
Your EP?
My whole EP?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or at least some of the EP, right? Yeah.
So recently I released my debut EP called Me and Me Too, and I am going to be performing this live with my awesome ass band. We're going to be recording it, and we're going to be recording it in the studio, and it's going to be a live session for you guys to check out. So that's going to be coming soon. But in the meantime, feel free to check out my EP. It's titled Me and Me Too on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever else you get your music from. You can check it all out there. There's some singles, and there's some more music coming soon, which will be
Yeah, prolific writer we've got right here. So
yes,
a good one to follow for sure.
Yeah.
What type of music do you listen to then, if it's not pop music?
I recently have been getting into a lot of house music, shockingly.
House.
I love house music.
Yes, the house music.
No, literally. It's so good, but not like D&B sort of stuff.
No.
I can't deal with that, but more like... Yeah, literally. No, I love just the whole like music that you'd go to the gym listening to, but you can also sing to, like remixes of pop music or R&B songs that have been changed and like spiced, like add a little spice to it. No, but other than house music, I really like R&B.
R&B,
like R&B,
sure.
Yeah. So if you put the two together, you get like R&B and house, right? Yeah. That's Beyonce's new album.
Oh, true.
So that, love it to die for. Beyonce's one of my favorite artists, so like you can't not listen to it, I guess.
Yeah. I do like Beyonce. I got to be honest though, I know other singers better than Beyonce, unfortunately.
Fair enough. I can't deal with just how incredible she is.
Yeah?
I just love everything that she does.
Do you like Rihanna?
I love Rihanna.
Between the two?
Probably Rihanna.
Yeah, I like Rihanna.
I say that though, like, because I've loved Rihanna since I was little, because she used to be on the Now albums as well.
Yeah, that's where
and
I got it.
And so, like, nowadays, I wear Fenty Beauty, which is her makeup.
Yeah, right.
And then I wear Fenty Skin, which is her skincare line. and then
this
I
is
wanted
not
some of her
sponsored
clothes.
by Rihanna, by
No.
the way.
I wish!
Yeah, that'd be cool. Rihanna, if you do want us to talk about your products a little more, you can...
I'll talk about them for free. That's so good.
I think you're...
Any day. Yeah, gosh. I spent $300 on her skincare routine.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I guess everyone has their vice. I've spent $300 somewhere.
Oh, you asked what my hobbies are earlier as well, other than music. Makeup. Love it.
You do always have fire, like, and it always fits your outfit as well. Like, I know the intro was me just like drooling over her outfit, but she does so well, doesn't she?
No, literally, I agree.
It's the effort. It's the effort that you put in, and it's part of your persona as well.
Nah, fully.
My persona is, I don't care about the way that I look, so I'm sneening half the time.
My persona is different though. I feel like my persona is like T-Ward music is color, but then my day-to-day self, no makeup.
Yeah.
Like very much
beige.
Neutral. Yeah,
Skin
neutrals.
colours.
Yeah, because then it like differentiates the two. So when I'm in uni mode, I'm in uni mode.
Yeah.
When I'm in T-Ward music mode, I'm like, hi.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you.
Yeah.
What's your name?
What's your name?
Oh my gosh. What do you do for? Where do you study?
Are you acting right now? Is that an?
No, fully. That's literally how. You saw me at iGum the other week. That's literally me acting.
Yeah. I get that skill from retail. Where did you get that skill from?
My mum. No. It's the Rocky. You're just like, what should I ask you now? Favorite countries. Go
Yeah,
hit
should
me
we do
some.
the quick fires? Okay.
Say that's a segment.
Quick. It is a segment.
Yeah,
Quick fire.
quick fire.
Well,
Go.
it's a segment. If you make it.
It's a segment. So make it a segment.
Segment. Quick fire.
Here we go.
Top 3 artists. Go.
Beyonce, Rihanna, Doja Cat.
Doja Cat. Nice. Okay. Top 3 venues in New Zealand.
Spark Arena, the Cabana,
The
Paisley
Cabana.
Stage,
Paisley Stage. Oh, where's the
Hawke's
Paisley?
Bay.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh.
Spark Arena.
It's a venue, but
I don't know why I said that,
What is-
but yeah.
what's so great about Spark Arena? Is it just
Five
the,
Sauce was there.
it's the fact it's an arena. And we're a population of 5 million. We only have 2
I was
arenas.
like, favorite? Well, that's the one. Let me perform there one day. No.
Yeah, fair enough.
Anyway,
If you could go to any music city in the world, which one would it be? Like if you could perform at a music city.
London.
London?
Yeah.
Good choice.
The O.
The O?
Yeah, the what is it called? The ring. The O.
Yeah. I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I literally went there and I can't remember what it is at the moment.
Should we put a link in the description? I don't know if I have that much effort.
No.
There. I'm sure it's fine.
I need to know what it is. Ozone? O2. The O2.
Okay.
The O2 Arena. That's what it is.
Right. Okay. Awesome.
Yes.
Did you have breakfast this morning?
Yes.
What was it?
A banana when I got here.
Nice. It's free bananas at Jasper's house. Every
Free
time you come
fruit.
to the fruit bowl is overflowing. So you just come pick a piece of fruit. I want all my musicians friends to be healthy because for some reason musicians just are allergic to looking after themselves.
Yeah.
So
Very much. Although I look
myself
after
included.
myself.
Myself included. I'm not saying that I'm a saint, but there are ways that I do look after myself and ways that I don't.
Yes, I agree. Fully.
Do you are you into film music, film composers?
No.
No. Okay. What's your plan for after uni?
Oh, that's a good question. No, so in terms of next year, I might decide to do further studies in terms of my music. I might. It just depends on how this year finishes off. Otherwise, it's just all dependent on what happens with my music this year.
Yeah, what opportunities we get over the summer.
Yeah, but in terms of next year specifically, I will just be working hard on writing my music so that I can start adding demos together by mid next year, so that hopefully by the end of 2023 I can start getting ready to produce, well not produce, but like release my first ever actual
LP, long play, album.
Yeah, my first ever album with like 12 tracks is what I'm thinking.
Nice.
So yeah, the EP that I just released was 6 tracks, so that was like a little...
It's a good taster for everyone.
Yeah, a taster and like an opportunity for me to figure out what it is, the sound that I wanted to make.
Because the EP that you released is an eclectic sound.
Yeah.
Which is both a strength and a...
Yeah, strength and weakness.
Yeah.
Definitely, because it's kind of like, well, what's her sound?
Yeah, I know, but like you can figure it out by
Exactly.
like if you want to follow what the audience likes. And I might just get the closing sequence really quick in case we run out. Yep. Thanks so much for being on the podcast here.
No, thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Yeah.
And everyone check out Me and Me Too.
Yes. And follow me on all social media platforms under T Award Music. Really appreciate all the support, all the love, anything, any way to interact. I love it. It's amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Thank you for being here. We'll see you again soon. All right.
Yeah!
Ka kite anō.